welcome back to the Graceful Tangle YouTube channel. I'm Mimi Kate, a young but passionate knitter and crocheter. You can find links to everywhere you can find me on social media in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. I will also have a blog post all about what I'm about to talk about today, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. You can find the link to that, which will direct you to my blog, in the description box below as well. So be sure to check all of those things out and follow me on all of those various places. I always have some super fun things going on all my outlets, and I absolutely love it. So be sure to follow me over there if you haven't already. Today we're going to be talking about a needle set. I have been waiting to record this video for quite a while. I got this needle set a while back from KnitPicks, but I wanted to really use it and kind of figure out what I thought about it before I did a full review on it, because I think it's really important to really know what I think about something before I share it with you guys. So this is the KnitPicks Options Interchangeable Needle Set. This is the Prism Aluminum set. I can honestly say that I love these needles. So first of all, they are so beautiful. They range from sizes 4 to 11. Which is a 3.5 millimeter needle to an 8 millimeter needle. So you have a great size range, which I always really appreciate. These are definitely the sizes that I use the most often, except for, knitting socks. But these are, it's such a great way to have so many sizes in this interchangeable set. So first off, a little bit of details about this set. When you receive your interchangeable set, you will get all of these tips, plus some cables, end caps, and little keys to tighten your needles to the cords. The cord sizes, you will get two 24-inch cords, two 32-inch cords, two 24-inch cords, one 32-inch cord, and I believe one 40-inch cord. I think that's right. But they are all black, and then you'll get multiple sets of these end caps. That's what they're called. Wow. Anyway, these end caps, which you can screw onto your cords if you need those needle tips for something else, or whatever the case may be. It's just really handy to have a pair. One thing that I really love to do is if I'm knitting a sweater or a cardigan or something that requires me to put stitches on hold, I like to leave the stitches on the cord that I'm using, take the tips off, and put on the end caps. That way, when I get back to knitting that row or pick up those stitches, it's super easy for me to just reattach the needle tips and then knit directly from it, instead of having to switch back and forth between scrap yarn or a separate holder or anything like that. So end caps are a really handy thing to have. It also comes with a couple of cord connectors, which you can use to attach cords together if you needed it to be much longer for, say, a blanket or something large like that. Another great thing about these needles is they are aluminum. So I think I've talked about them before, but my favorite needles from KnitPicks are currently, I guess I should say, are the nickel-plated interchangeable needle set. I love those needles. However, for some people, they can't use them because they are allergic to nickel. These needles are the perfect kind of substitute for those, because they are slick, pointy, and metal, but they're aluminum instead of nickel. So if you enjoy knitting with metal needles, or if you like to knit fast and you want something that's a little bit slicker, but you happen to be allergic to nickel, these are a great substitute, and I highly recommend them for that reason. Another thing is I really enjoy knitting with these needles. The needle tips are sharp enough to where the yarn does not split, but it also glides nicely through the stitch. It works great whether I'm knitting or purling, which is something that I really look for in a pair of needles. Sometimes I will find that I knit with it very well, but then purling can be a little bit more difficult, and I don't find that at all with these. I really love using them. I love knitting and purling. They're fantastic. They're also just grippy enough to where they hold the stitches on the needles, so it's not very likely that they're just going to fall off, but they're slick enough to where it's really nice to knit with them or purl with them quickly. I really like to knit fast. You guys probably know that. I don't really necessarily try to do it, but it kind of just happens naturally, I guess. And I really love having needles that are suited to knitting faster. These definitely are. Absolutely love them for that reason. Of course, also another great thing about these needles is simply the colors. I really, really like how each size needle has a different color. It makes it really easy for me to just grab a set of tips and get knitting if I have the colors memorized. It also has the size printed onto the needle. Let me show you. Let me actually get the... I'm going to get a different size so that you can really see it. So then it shows up nice and bright. There we go. So you can see that it says US 11 8mm. I don't know if it's going to fully focus all the way, but it definitely says it. And it's also laser printed, I believe is what it's called. So it's not going to rub off, which is really, really nice. I've had a set of needles, not KnitPicks, but another brand in the past. And I have used those so much that on specifically the size 8s, the size is like completely rubbed off. The only way I know that it's a size 8 is my size 7s are the same way, and the size 7s have a dent in them, and the size 8s don't. That's how I tell the difference. So, I know that's hilarious, but it's true, and I really love having the size imprinted on them. And then, like I mentioned earlier, the point is really, really nice. I would venture to say that it's a little bit pointier than some of KnitPicks' other needles, and I've really enjoyed using them for that reason. Again, they're just pointy enough to where you insert the needle and it doesn't split the stitch, but it goes smoothly into it, and then you can knit quicker. Really, really love them for that reason. So yes, love these needles so much. The price point, per usual, for KnitPicks is fantastic. They are slightly more affordable than some other needles, I think just because of the material that they're made out of. But yeah, really love these. I have enjoyed using them so far, and I cannot wait to continue to do so. So I hope this little review was helpful for you. If you have any other questions or comments about this needle set, please be sure to add them in the comment section below. I will be happy to answer any questions or just give you more tips if you aren't sure if you would like them or not. But yeah, highly recommend giving them a go. I love them, and I think that they are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, I would love it if you took a moment to subscribe to my channel, and then don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can know each and every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next time. Bye!